Okay, ever wonder what happens when ancient Egyptian mythology meets high-tech sci-fi and a whole lot of steam? Welcome to the royal harem of Pharaoh Ahmose. Today, we're diving into an explainer of this wildly intoxicating world that's built entirely on ancient rituals and, well, futuristic tech. It's this whole universe locked behind the grand columns of a palace where ambition is literally the ultimate currency. So get ready, because the struggle for the throne is about to get incredibly intense.
Power is pleasure. This assertion by Isis perfectly sets the stage for us today. In this harem, seduction and ambition aren't just related, they are inextricably linked. It's like a modern political thriller, really, showing the extreme lengths people will go to for absolute control. The women navigating this space, especially the hyper-ambitious Isis and the calculating Nephthys, absolutely do not separate their physical desires from their political goals. Every whispered secret, every lingering touch in the dark, it's a calculated move on a very, very dangerous chessboard.
Okay, let's dive into this setup because it's a masterful study in contrasts. On one hand, you have the heavy, sensory atmosphere of antiquity, right? The damp stone temples, the intense scent of sandalwood and myrrh incense, those towering statues of gods like Anubis and Osiris. But then, right alongside that ancient weight, you get the sterile, high-tech hum of the future. We're talking bioluminescent lighting illuminating the dark corners, interactive holographic displays, and black ice data crystals holding ancient secrets in the grand library. It's this brilliant juxtaposition that makes the whole thing feel timeless, yet incredibly advanced. Now, every great power struggle needs a catalyst, and here it is, the Scarab of Truth. Uncovered by workers renovating a temple by the crystal waters of the Eaterhead River, this glowing ancient artifact is said to have been created by the gods themselves. I mean, it seems small, just a glowing trinket really, but it possesses unparalleled power. It doesn't just act as a lie detector. Actually, scratch that. It's way more than that. It literally unveils the heart's deepest desires and fears. And the moment it enters the palace, it completely shatters the delicate peace of the harem. It tempts everyone with a kind of power that can completely rewrite their destinies. But the scarab isn't the only tool at play here. You really can't understand this world without understanding the Blue Lotus. This is a vivid, fragrant flower used in morning rituals and grand parties to induce euphoria. But make no mistake, the Blue Lotus isn't just some party favor. It is a highly effective, strategic weapon. By heightening senses and lowering inhibitions, the women of the harem use it to extract closely guarded secrets and forge these dangerous, intimate alliances under the moonlight. It's basically the perfect serum for manipulation.
Section 1. Steam, Seduction, and Sabotage.
Let's look at the mechanics of power here, specifically the intense alliance forming between two of the harem's most ambitious players. I want the power, the control, the throne. That declaration tells you absolutely everything you need to know about Nephthys. She has this cool, steel-gray gaze and a famously icy demeanor. But beneath that calculating exterior, there's a burning desire to rule. She aligns herself with Isis, a woman with fiery ambition and emerald eyes who is incredibly skilled at persuasion. Together, they seal their political pacts through intensely fervent, passionate physical encounters. But these encounters are way more than just pleasure. They are the forging of a ruthless plot to take down the current head of the harem. Now, what's really interesting about this plan is how methodically they blend human manipulation with advanced tech to execute their coup. Step 1. Isis slips into the hidden holographic interface in the Eastern Gardens. She reroutes the water and nutrient flows, secretly tainting the Blue Lotus supply just to make the head of the harem look weak. Step 2. They corner loyal guards like Seti in the library, using their seductive charm and whispers of a new regime to completely crack his loyalty. And Step 3. Seize absolute control. I mean, it is a terrifyingly effective strategy. Section 2. The counterplot. Shadows and spies. Let's shift gears. Because, as we know, every aggressive plot meets a counterplot. The current head of the harem, Anukhemis, is certainly not going down without a fight. The burden of leadership weighs heavily on her, but she has an impressive arsenal of her own. After getting this terrifying vision from the god Osiris, warning her of a serpent in her mist, Anukhemis retreats to the high-tech artifact chamber. There, she physically bonds with the Scarab of Truth, enduring its fiery, mind-bending power so she can harness its abilities. And she's not alone in this. She relies heavily on Hathor, her playful yet incredibly sharp cultural advisor, who is out there using secret holographic surveillance to spy on Isis and Nephthys and record all their treasonous plots. And this brilliantly illustrates the core dynamic of the entire conflict. It's a classic battle of stability versus ambition.
The Guardians, Anukhemis and Hathor, employ an inherently defensive strategy. They just want to maintain the delicate balance of the palace, using the scarab to uncover the truth and protect their family. Meanwhile, the usurpers, Isis and Nephthys, are highly aggressive. They are using calculated seduction, technological sabotage, and raw ambition to tear the whole existing structure down. Let's walk through how this timeline builds, because the pacing here is just relentless. Day 1 starts with a peaceful morning ritual, completely shattered when a guard announces the scarab has been found. By day 2, the tension explodes into intoxicating seduction in the moonlit gardens, all fueled by the euphoric Blue Lotus. Day 3 brings us right into the shadows with high-stakes espionage in the Grand Library, where Hathor is spying on the usurpers as they uncover data crystals. And by day 4, Anukhemis is locked in the artifact chamber, bonding with the scarab to prepare for war. It literally escalates from zero to a full-blown shadow war in a matter of days. All of this, the secret alliances forged in the dark, the hidden holographic surveillance, the tainted supply lines, it is all converging on one single event. The impending ceremony of the Blue Lotus will be the ultimate battleground. Anukhemis plans to draw her enemies out and use the scarab's power to publicly expose their dark ambitions. Meanwhile, Isis and Nephthys are absolutely convinced their traps are perfectly set to dethrone her. Which leaves us with a final burning question. When the scarab unveils their deepest truths at the ceremony of the Blue Lotus, who will survive the fallout? In a world where ancient gods watch over glowing holographic interfaces and where intense physical passion is weaponized for political gain, absolutely no one is safe. The storm has arrived at the Harem, and I, for one, cannot wait to see who claims the throne. Thanks for joining me on this explainer of such an incredibly alluring, high-tech Egyptian mythos. Keep learning, keep questioning, and I'll see you on the next one.